Ian Johnston of Nelson, BC has been an artist for most of his life, and for the past 7 years he's worked professionally in the field. His latest exhibition, Reinventing Consumption, is on a cross-Canada tour and now on display at the Art Gallery of Swift Current. The showcase of his work is divided into 3 areas throughout the gallery with the following concept.
There's the Inventor's Room, which is the first installation, and then the Antechamber, which is the room we're in now, and then the Chamber, which is the last installation in the trio. The idea is that you enter through the Inventor's Room, and it's kind of it's a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek museum exhibit of all of the objects and some of the pieces that I use to experiment and explore the vacuum forming process. And then the second installation, the Antechamber, is a room that kind of takes you away from your world and a little bit into my world, like sort of one foot in both. And it's, if you can see the pieces behind me, they have these lines on them. So they do this. They have this kind of optical quality that plays a little bit with your balance, is what striped lines will do. And then the last room, the Chamber, is completely my world, and it's a breathing landscape, I guess you could call it, that sort of cyclically reveals. When it breathes in, it reveals something, and when you breathe out, it's kind of like this calm.
Johnston also collects items from local thrift stores from each community his exhibit is being showcased in, therefore giving a unique twist of recycled goods to each gallery exhibit. And although the items in the exhibit may slightly change for each location, the message of reinventing consumption remains the same.
And we're all pretty much aware that the way that we're consuming at the moment is not very sustainable. I mean, maybe it's a little bit more sustainable than it was 5 or 10 years ago, but we still have mountains. It's not really a waste stream. It's more like a waste torrent or a waste, river. It's a deluge, actually. And I don't think we really understand that. So it plays a little bit with the scale of waste and trying to get people to understand that it's actually, a little decision to buy a small thing can contribute to a mountain of waste somewhere else.
An exhibit which was a hit with the local crowd who attended the coffee house opening.
Well, actually, I'm quite taken by it. It's a style of art that I'm quite interested in myself, and art that deals with social commentary and current issues and that sort of thing, and using materials that are not necessarily considered to be typical art materials.
And for some, an eye-opening experience into how much we really consume as a society and its overall impact on the environment.
And, kind of calls these kinds of things into question, just looking at all the repetition around us and the big bag in the other room containing all that junk that was heading towards the landfill. It just kind of puts it into perspective and opens your eyes.
It'll be our world, our responsibility someday to fix the problems of everybody else in the past. If we don't start now, it's just going to get harder.
Reinventing Consumption is on display through December 29th at the Art Gallery of Swift Current. The gallery is open daily from 1 until 5 p.m. and Monday through Thursday evenings 7 until 9.